Hello, Eric Miscoll with EMSNOW, show floor at IPC Apex in San Diego. This is the second day of the show. We're with Kevin at the Mycronic booth here. Kevin, good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Thanks for coming.
Oh, absolutely. I just had the chance to interview you recently, but I wanted to kind of have the opportunity to talk a little more about the equipment. We have it here behind us. We'll integrate in some pictures of it as we move forward. Before we get into that, Apex, second day, how's the show been for you so far?
Really, really good. Very encouraging. It's nice to see everybody again. Everybody without a mask, it's even better. We've been very, very busy. Yesterday and today both been very, very good days for sure. It's very encouraging. Very encouraging.
So, from the customer perspective, are they coming? Are you seeing prospects? Did you do invites? How'd this work?
Yeah, I mean, we did a lot of invites, a lot of existing customers, a lot of customers that we knew had projects coming up. They were invited. We set up appointments, but we've had a lot of spontaneous visits as well, which is nice. It's been a very, very busy day. It's been like speed dating, Eric. It's been speed dating. I've been speed dating for 2 days.
Oh my God. Well, we won't tell your wife. Now, what impresses me with Mycronic is you guys have done a lot of investment over the years, right? Yeah. You've built one heck of a platform here.
Yep.
I'll let you brag a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Tell us about that and the people and the equipment sets too.
Yeah, so I mean, if you know the MyData, grassroots MyData platform, which was a leading platform in the low volume, high mix, high flex segment on the MyData brand. Mycronic has evolved that brand, still focusing on the low volume, high mix, high flex customer base. And through some acquisitions, we've expanded that portfolio to encompass. We've had jet printing now for a long, long time. We've got SPI capabilities, 3D AOI capabilities. We have pick and place, obviously, from the MyData days. That's evolved over the years. Towers and all the software to communicate together. And then in addition, the dispensing platform that we have. So we have a full turnkey line of dispensing solutions, as well as conformal coat. So a wide product line for sure.
No, and I think that it gives you a unique position in the industry, right?
Yeah.
We have a lot of service providers, they're all around here, right, who offer whatever it is.
Yeah.
Very few are the whole kind of, I hate to say cradle to grave, end to end, I guess is a better term. But that provides you greater opportunity as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're able to get from one process step to the next very seamlessly. But I think from a customer's perspective, the ability to go to one solution provider, one vendor to call, one person to call if you need help, one person to call if you need some understanding as to how to grow. A single point solution provider, I think, makes a lot of sense and has opened up a lot of doors for us, for sure.
Yeah, and I imagine from an upselling, cross-selling perspective, if you have a toehold on one end, it just allows for greater conversation.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the MyData pick and place platform, we've been very, very successful here in the North America marketplace with that machine. And certainly as we have acquired and grown with the additional product lines, we've obviously been able to leverage those relationships and customers that we have done so well with over the years to expand into the other parts of the product line. So it's been very, very successful.
And you mentioned one that's of interest because it's when you think of Mexico, you think of a lot of the automotive industry is down there, right? And it's the dispensing technologies. We'll show some of that later. It's behind you here on the show floor. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we acquired Axon a few years back. Axon is a very well-respected brand in the dispensing segment. They've got a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge in that part of the business. They have a very large, wide range of dispensing valves. Dispensing is predicated by the need for different technologies on the valve side of things. And based upon their experience and based upon their portfolio, it's been a very successful product line, so to speak. So a lot of the growth that we've seen in last year, we had a phenomenal year in 2022, has been predicated by the opportunities in Mexico. And a lot of those opportunities in Mexico have been driven by the automotive EV segment. So a lot of unique dispensing requirements, a lot of unique chemistries. And because we have such a wide range of valve technologies, that allows us to accommodate a turnkey solution from a dispensing side as well. So it's been quite nice.
And the other one, especially with all the material shortages and the increase in inventories, is all the material handling that you do. You referenced the towers, but tell us about that and your offerings and what's...
Yeah, I mean, I think, we have the towers behind us. We have the new X tower that's been out for a little while now, introduced last year. It's a technology that Mycronic has evolved. We were one of the first guys to come out with this technology, and I think a lot of other folks have followed, which is kind of a nice feather in our cap. But certainly the technology in the material handling has expanded. The X tower is a larger capacity tower, providing us with the ability to support multiple changeovers. So here in the North American marketplace, we have a customer base that's doing low volume, high mix, high frequency of changeovers, which means you've got a lot of unique different part numbers. As you have a wide range of part numbers, so that requires a large inventory location from a material handling perspective. So the towers is a nice part of our business for sure.
I don't know if I mentioned it. I don't recall when we spoke last. I saw some EMS who use those to store test fixtures, ones who have to have test fixtures that they have to keep for years sometimes to use when it comes back. So people are adopting those for all kinds of good use.
Yeah, it's not just reels, right? You can put trays in there, you can put strips in there, you can put tubes in there, anything that fits inside the envelope of the handler itself is all barcoded, all traceable, and certainly it's been a very flexible solution.
Mycronic.
Yes,
tell us, because that's an important element to all of this.
Yeah, Mycronic is a new software offering that allows us to connect seamlessly with the CFX protocol with ERP and MES systems, right? So all of our equipment here is CFX compatible, which allows us to, as I say, seamlessly communicate with those MES and ERP systems. And when you have a factory that has maybe multiple machine vendors, if they all have that CFX protocol capability, you now can seamlessly, without any automation, without any customization of the software, communicate with your ERP system. So it's a nice functionality. So we have that here on display.
No, and that's an integral part of this, right? I mean, the hardware being important, but the software is what makes it all kind of play well together. And I heard somebody use the term data exhaust, right? That all the data that's being blown out of these machines and stored. Do you do anything on that, so the processing, using any AI at all?
Well, I mean, certainly there's a lot of AI technology in our new 3D inspection machine, for sure. But Mycronic certainly has a turnkey solution, not just from a hardware perspective, but also from a software perspective. And I think we're not just a machine provider. You've got to tie it all together with the software, and certainly that is our own internal software solution to bring it all together. We're not using necessarily third parties to support that for us. We're all doing that ourselves. So it's a nice turnkey solution from a software side too.
And with that goes obviously the service support that has to go with not just the hardware, but the program, the training and learning about the software and all that too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, all of our field engineers, they're not just machine installation guys. They are solution engineers, and that encompasses the need to support the software functionality as well. So it's the whole turnkey solution that's the buzzword. That's important.
No, it is the buzzword. And we've been joking that AI has become the new Industry 4.0 kind of marketing buzz, right? And some people, even though they struggle with it still, right? But companies like yours are finding ways to make it work.
Yeah, we've invested heavily, Eric. It's a big part of the business. I think you can't provide the piece of gear without the software to put it all together, and we have invested significantly in that part of the business. It's important. Yeah.
No, it is. Before I let you go and we take some pictures, is there anything else that I forgot to ask you about that's important to share with our audience?
I mean, I think it's important to know that Mycronic, as a turnkey solution provider, has some new developments in our AOI solution. We've had 3D AOI for a little while, but we've made some significant improvements in that part of the business. So improvements on the hardware side. We have a new iris head technology, which allows us to get better resolution, allows us faster speeds. So we have 2D and 3D all in the same platform as a post-reflow system, but able to support, as I say, higher resolution, getting down to the real small microchips now. So we can support 008, 004 components with that new technology. It's quite impressive. But in addition to being able to support those smaller chips, the higher resolution camera capabilities gets us better vision resolution. So when you have better image resolution, you have better control of your inspection process, and that's what we're all striving for.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time. It's always a pleasure. I wish you a successful completion to the show, and hopefully we catch up again in the future.